Hey everyone, welcome back to the IWP Network, or if it's your first time, welcome hanging out with us. Thank you so much for choosing this podcast, and feedback is always welcome. So make sure to check the links below for all social media links, audio and video versions of this show, and merch. We look forward to hearing from you and hearing that feedback, and enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are, episode 104, I believe. Yes, 104, here with East Brothers Brewing Company. Really excited about this. Before we start, just want to thank you guys for the ones who supported our Patreon account. So a huge shout out to Keith, Austin, and Jen. So we just made it, three people into it, which is 3 more than I expected to get. So huge thank you to you guys. It helps us grow and become better and keep this thing rolling. And also a huge thank to our sponsorship, Abaddon Tattoo Studio, a unique professional experience nestled in the small town of Pine Grove, Pennsylvania. They provide high-quality tattoos, piercings in a relaxed, professional, and sterile environment. All the information is below. You can check them out. Contact them. Follow them on Instagram. Their Instagram have hyperlinks to every one of their artists at the studio. So if you want to check out what they're doing and study your artist before you get some work, everyone there is super personable. I have a few tattoos from that shop, and they're really good people. So yeah, we're here. We have a lot of cool things. Make sure always, if you are watching, make sure like, comment, subscribe, share this out, help us grow. And if you are watching live, we have the live chat going. And we're joined today by Paul. Are you the head brewer?
I am the head brewer here at East Brother.
Yeah, the head brewer here at East Brother Beer Company. We have 4 beers by them. We're going to start here with the Golden IPA. So while we crack this open, Paul, how did East Brothers come about? What's a little history lesson here on this brewery, and how did it all start?
Sure. So we started brewing 4 years ago. Was our first batches. It was founded by Chris Coomber and Rob Leitner. They're neighbors of one another in Marin. They've been neighbors for many years. Kids grew up and all that. Chris was kind of got his start in the backyard and brewing beers, and Rob ended up being his kind of #1 taste tester since they live so close. And after hundreds of brews, they decided, let's put together a brewery. So many years ago, they were looking around. They were driving around the Bay Area looking for potential locations. Fell in love with Richmond. Found a great little spot here, and we are named after the East Brother Island, which is out in the San Francisco Bay, and it's a little bed and breakfast, really cool. It's a lighthouse island type thing, and the name suited us, and here we are, 4 years later, and brewing strong.
Nice. So only 4 years, 4 years old, and distributing. If you want to get this beer in Pennsylvania, they do distribute through Shangy's, which we kind of process elimination found out off camera. So this is available at Shangy's, and then anywhere that works with Shangy's. So we got this at the Cake Stand in Monty City. So if this is something that's in the Cake Stand, it's probably also at the Craft House, and also if you drive up to Shangy's, you can pick this up. So if you hear this on the episode and you want to give it a shot, you can head up there and grab it. It is sold in a variety pack. So the 4 beers that we have today are sold just like this. It's being from Pennsylvania, we're a huge fan of the lagers and stuff like that, and the pilsners. So this was right up our alley. And I'm gonna say right off the bat, when I'm buying a beer, I'm drawn in by the can. super clean, crisp. They're awesome cans. The color schemes are nice. It was definitely eye grabbing, and being sold in a variety pack is really cool for us as a show and for me as a beer drinker.
Yeah,
I
just
like
in general,
to
like
just try everything they can do.
it's so many like breweries around, especially even local. Like it's all just okay. I want this 4-pack of this IPA or this stout.
Yeah.
Is it good or is it not? Now I'm stuck with 3 of them if it's not.
Yeah.
So if I want to sample someplace, I'm spending $50 on.
I wish
like
more
3,
of them
4
would do
packs.
the variety.
Yeah, huge. So just to travel that far and still be a variety pack is a knockout of the park for us. So we're gonna dive into this gold IPA. What can you tell us about the process of making this beer and everything about and the stuff about it?
Sure. So it's kind of a traditional, I like to say, a little bit of an English style IPA. It's a little bit more hop forward than the red IPA. We're using all Simcoe hops in there. Pretty substantial dry hopping going on there. Got a little bit of wheat and a little bit of rye just for some mouthfeel and some extra flavor in there. It's kind of been one of our sleeper beers. It's, once you have it, people really get attached to it and keep coming back for more.
Yeah, this is first taste. This is unbelievable.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pull up.
This is awesome.
We like to use the Untapped here. So the East Brothers Brewing Company says it's a 7.3 ABV. Pretty much just what you said, an American hoppy ale with a bright nose, distinctive texture, bold on the palate, and dry finish. This has been checked in 1,183 times. Like now, someone who's a content creator, obviously, I try to stay away from numbers because it drives me crazy sometimes. But like if I see 300 people watch it, I'm like 300 people. Like that's like so. If I would make a beer and over 1,000 people tried it and gave it a score, like that would fire me up. I'd be pumped. And also just real quick, I like to do this with you guys have made a total of 17 different beers, and your brewery averaged a 3.70. So right up there, close to a 4. That's really really good company.
Yeah, thank you. It's it's tough to read Untapped sometimes because you get the we are becoming a lager house, and you do have to go through a lot of reviews. You're like, oh my god, this is the greatest lager ever, 2 stars.
Yeah. That we did have a conversation about that, where if it's not an IPA or a stout, it doesn't seem to get good scores because I feel like people can't score lagers. Like I think you have to score it by the style of it, like what the beer is.
Yeah.
Like people just like, oh, IPAs and stouts are automatic like higher scores, and if you make a lager or a pilsner or a seltzer, it's like, oh, can't
seltzer.
They can't. Well, I mean, if it tastes good, it's good. You know what I mean?
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Now, when you what the setup that you guys have there is it indoor seating? Is there restaurant? What if we were to take a plane ticket out there once the world goes back to normal? What can we expect coming to East Brothers?
Sure. So we are focused to be a production brewery. So when you do come to our tap room, we have a very large indoor space that is not used at all right now, except for can storage. But we've got big long tables, ping pong, pool, video games. We have a nice outdoor area that opens up to like a little bit of a park and a giant green hill. So it's kind of nice. We're in the middle of the Bay Area, but you look out the front of our brewery and there's nature there, and you'll see turkey and fox and deer and coyote and whatnot. We'll do the food truck. We get a food truck every time we're open. It's a lot of fun. The weather here is pretty much the same year round. We don't get a whole lot of fog where we are or rain. So it's a really nice venue, and it's fun. I really miss having people coming into the tap room and partying and hanging out. So hopefully we all get back to that soon.
Yeah, we're the same boat. I miss my live music. I miss hanging out with friends.
I miss playing it.
Yeah. The intro music is actually Andrew's band here.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. Now, if you were to go there, how many have on tap? Out of your 17 beers that you've made so far that's on Untapped, how many are usually on any given day available at the brewery?
We run 10 taps. We also have an beer engine. So we do put some of our beers in a cask from time to time.
I love places that do that. That old feel.
Yeah, you don't see too many pins and firkins and beer engines floating around. So it's kind of fun. We do 5 core beers year round: the red IPA, gold IPA, Bow Pills, red lager, and an oatmeal stout. We do a taproom exclusive of an English pale ale, really phenomenal on the cask. And then we do 8 other beers, which are seasonals. They're kind of split into 2 different groups. We do a lager series, so 4 seasonal lagers through the year: a Maybach, Pre-Pro Lager, Fest Beer, and Baltic Porter. And then we offset that, or kind of the other side. We do what we call the Freighter series, which are big ales. We got a Russian Imperial Stout, double IPA, English Strong Ale, and Belgian Tripel that we do regularly. And then when the tap room's open, I like to keep my brewers kind of on their toes and doing something new. So we'll try to do something fun and unique. It could be a saison or whatever we kind of feel like brewing at the time, and give our tap room audience something to look forward to, or something a little bit different.
Nice.
So you guys really stick a lot to like the more traditional styles then?
Yeah, there are 150 or so beer styles out there that have been kind of practiced and improved, through the years. And our philosophy is we really want to do those traditional beers and kind of do the best examples of a Baltic Porter or a Pre-Pro Lager. And
That's
so
awesome.
kind of really want you to kind of experience what that style really means without getting too crazy.
Yeah, like we had talked a little bit about before. I don't think it was before the stream started, but like how like with the haze craze going on, so many of like the traditional like lagers and pilsners and stuff have been falling to the wayside, and not a lot of people are really putting them out, especially in our area. But like when we find really good ones, it's really nice to see, and I'm starting to get a new appreciation for the traditionals than I used to have.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, this I call like the traditional styles, the blue collar beers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's really hard to get somebody off their, I don't know the price out in California, but like $1.75 draft Miller Lite or a Coors Light, like the really, really cheap domestic beers. So when people see like a craft beer, or they see like it's not their traditional style beer, it's tough for them to swing their money into something that may be a little more expensive.
Yeah.
But then I think that if this was implanted, if this brewery was in School County, I think they would kill it, because these are all blue collar beers. I can see someone like, I'm not really sure, but I've had the Golden Lager by Yingling. I'll try the Golden IPA, and I think they would really enjoy this beer. So I think that blue collar style is something that is coming back, and I think you guys so far, one beer down, are
this
doing
is
very good job at it.
I'm really digging this IPA. It is fantastic.
Yeah,
I would definitely be one I would keep in my fridge all the time.
Yeah.
When you're buying like a 4-pack, you're kind of committed to 4 beers, of one style or one, and it's like, well, am I really going to like that? And our kind of view is, I want you to buy a 4-pack of Bow Pills or a 4-pack of Red Lager, and you're going to go into your garage and do some wrenching, or you're going to chase your toddler around the house, and you just want a beer. And I want you to go in the refrigerator and go, oh, okay, Bow Pills, I can have another one of those. Oh, wait, I still need another beer. I'm going to grab number 2 out of that 4-pack, and next thing you know, it's gone. And
then at 7.3, you're like, oops.
Yeah. We do 2.5% Russian Imperial Stout that that automatic, oh, I need another beer in the refrigerator, 10.5 will.
Yeah, right.
I'll be done nap time with my 4-year-old real quick.
Yeah. So you said before we started, you're originally from the Baltimore area.
Yeah, I grew up in Tallahassee, North Baltimore. Went to school there and all that, and moved out to the Bay Area in '96, and jumped around the country for a little bit. But I miss the East Coast. I miss hot, humid summer nights and drinking out on a deck until 11 o'clock at night. But I love California, and I love being here in the Bay Area and in Richmond. So
yeah. Now out in Baltimore, have you visited lately or recently?
It's been a couple of years, or I mean, at least a year. We were out on the East Coast last Christmas. Was the last time we were out there, and I'm overdue.
We last time we were in the Baltimore area, we went to the Guinness Brewery.
Yes.
That was a good time. It looked like they gave like a really like talented craft brewers Guinness money and just said like have fun and make really fun beers that probably the only people that are going to taste it are people who come and visit this brewery. And they had some really fun experimental beers.
They did.
Yeah.
They had about 14, 15 taps.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Double, triple IPAs, and they went a little crazy. It's a nice place to visit, though.
Fun fact: the best thing about Maryland though is you guys put your flag on everything. Like people,
It's like probably the coolest state flag.
Yeah, it's everything. It's on
They do
underwear,
enjoy
t-shirts.
They do enjoy their state flag in Maryland. As a native, you need to kind of incorporate it in on your next new beer. That would be my recommendation, just to show your roots.
Yeah, I'll work with that. Maybe we can put a message on the bottom of the can or something.
There you go.
Yeah,
going down here.
Barcode or something.
Yeah, it's the most recognizable state flag. It's like when you see it, I couldn't even tell you what Jersey or New York looks like, but I can tell you exactly what Maryland looks like.
A lot going on in that flag.
I love it. All right, so we're on to the Bo Pills here, which is a 5% ABV. You guys already checked it in here. 1,480 check-ins, averages a 3.66. And this is an award-winning beer. So tell us about this one.
Sure. As I'm pouring myself one here, this is become one of my go-to. So, it just pours this kind of brilliant straw color, really nice white, fluffy head on it. Very simple recipe. We're basically using Pilsner malt and some noble hops, Steer and Aurora and Tettnang. Kind of give it that kind of spicy and a slightly lemon character to it. This beer, it's with a lager at 5%, it's you got to really pay attention to the balance between the malt and the hops. You don't want it too sweet and you don't want it too hoppy. But 5%, you can drink this one all day long, and you won't even think twice about reaching over and grabbing another one.
Yeah, very a very easy drinker. This is an all-dayer.
I love this. Is awesome.
Yeah, fantastic.
And I'm not saying this is to blow smoke up because you were here, but no, these number two. This is fantastic.
As soon as I seen this lineup, I said this is going to go over very well on our show. This is all right up our alleys. Like
this is a nice, super crisp, clean Pilsner.
Yep.
I could crush this all day.
What? Sit there and watch football all
any
day.
time of year.
Yeah. So in
right.
Yep.
I might need a case of this.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's a thing. So if this is something that's being distributed to Shangy's through East Brothers, and it's sold in this variety pack, obviously, if it's selling well, maybe we can get 4 packs of just the Bo, the Bo Pills, or a 4-pack of the Red. So it really comes down to us in this Pennsylvania area. If this is something we enjoy and we put our money into, they can distribute more out here to us. So,
well, I'm telling you. Your wish has been granted. We just sent out a bunch of cases of just Bo Pills to you last week,
nice.
As well as a Freighter series, which is a Russian Imperial Stout in 4 packs.
Gotta get you a stout.
Yeah. You piqued my interest. I'm a stout. I'm a stout and a darker beer guy.
Yes, Russian Imperial Stout is my favorite style. That recipe is really near and dear to my heart. I've been brewing that one for many years, and I'm just really happy to see something I've worked on. We've worked on for a while into a can, and distributed across the United States is really cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
The thing with the pills is I think this is one that's usually in our area, and when it's made, the pilsners are usually the very, very light-bodied ones, or the very, very easy drinkers and stuff. And this is packed full of flavor, and it still keeps that 5% ABV. That's unbelievable. So what awards has this all won?
In 2019, we took home a silver at GABF for this one, and we also took home a gold medal in the California Brewers Cup in 2019 for this beer. We've had some great scores and Beer Connoisseur magazine for this. So it's, what I really love about this beer back in the day when we used to do festivals, the brewers behind, the taps lining up to get this beer matched, the people waiting in line to get their samples too. So it's really cool to
Nice.
beer that other brewers really want to drink and appreciate, as well as the general masses and public.
Yeah. Now, I'm always about to when breweries work together. I'm sure it's the same in California, but out here in Pennsylvania, the beer community, whether it's content creators like podcasts like us, like myself, or ourselves, the breweries themselves are very close with working with one another and helping each other. Every time we hear stories of Trogs, they're always reaching out and helping other breweries and working together and doing collaborations. Are collaborations a big thing with you guys? Have you ever done any collaborations with any other breweries? Or what are some breweries in your area that you're big fans of?
We haven't done any collaborations as of yet. It is certainly something on my to-do list is to get fired up on those. For me, breweries that I would like, we've got a fair number of, brewers that are doing kind of the trendy, the hazier styles and whatnot. And, I would love to do something that kind of, a lager that kind of crosses that line, maybe something a little bit dry hopped, and really kind of bring out those kind of really colorful and flavorful like hop notes of, the newer style hops.
That would be really one of our local brewers. They're called Stable 12. They're near the Phoenixville area down toward Philly. Did a dry hop. It was like a hazy dry hop lager that over the summer that was amazing.
Yeah,
it's called Silver Fern, I think it was. But yeah, oh man,
those New Yorkers are rubbing off on me with those cream ales.
I can't say I'm a cream ale fan, but I understand why cream ales exist.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's one of those things where I have it. It's not like not a regular thing for me. And then I tried it. I was like, I can get into this.
I set the lineup. I put these in order.
Yeah.
I deserve an award.
What do you like? Each one
gets better as we
and you're
go.
liking the IPAs there, Pops.
Each one gets better as we go. This is fantastic.
Senior is not an IPA fan, but he's been really, really into this lineup. I love this color on this one.
Yeah.
All right, so we just cracked open the
the red IPA.
Yeah, red IPA. I think it's a little bit malt forward compared to the gold. We're using Simcoe and Mosaic hops in there. We're getting some nice color out of some caramel malts. We do a little bit of Munich and Victory just to kind of layer on those malt flavors and make the kind of the malt profile very interesting. And then, again, it's just really kind of trying to balance that, hop to malt ratio and just trying to get it just right.
It has a little bit. Is it just me, or does it have a little bit of a roastiness to it?
Well, that's why it's ran.
Yeah, and I'm saying it has a little I'm not saying it's coffee, but there's a little bit in there.
That's the maltiness.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
No, it's a great balance between the malt and the hop. It's not like a punch in the face hop IPA.
Yeah.
It's also very good. Now, what typical beers do you like to throw in your beer engine? Like one of our local brewers up in the Bloomsburg area called Turkey Hill, they focus on a lot of traditional styles like ESBs and pale ales, like English style.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll throw a lot of I love their ESB on their beer engines. One of my favorites.
Yeah, we have an English pale that we'll put on the engine. Our oatmeal stout is really, really tasty. For 5.5% oatmeal stout, it just adds a whole lot of creaminess to it. We've done the English strong and Russian imperial stout on the engine. We've even didn't go over so well. We even tried the red lager in a cask, which doesn't really work at all. We got to try. We got a bunch of
it does give that different dynamic when you're trying the beers. Like it just has, and it has that old feel. Like back in the day, this is how you delivered beer.
So the red IPA 6.5, 1,246 check-ins, averages a 3.68. You said here, easygoing American IPA with a distinctive malt balance, a ton of peach and stone fruit hot character. So, yeah, I'm telling these lineups are amazing. If you guys want also, if you don't pick up the beers at Shangy's, or if you do and you're a fan, the links are below. You can follow them on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, as well as their website. You can go to some merchandise. They have some really nice pins. They have. I'm a pin guy. I'm a sucker for pins. They have the cans as pins.
Oh, no kidding.
They do. They have the cans as pins. They have a T-shirt. I think the women's T-shirt's currently sold out, but they have T-shirts, tank tops, koozies. It's this really simple, easy, clean logo. It's really nice.
Yeah, that's a T-shirt. That's a T-shirt right there.
Yeah,
I can see this on a baseball tee.
Yeah, absolutely.
It brings. It looks like a baseball, like a baseball team, like an old school, like World War II baseball team.
Well, you kind of hit the nail on the head with World War II. So right up the street from us is the Rosie the Riveter Museum. So in Richmond, they built quite a few Liberty ships back in World War II. So our aesthetic is kind of mirroring that, 40s and 50s aesthetic with the script. And then the two-tone or the color is reminiscent of the waterline marks on ships.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
Nice.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it. I see the two-tone, I think, like sports teams jerseys, like how they have like the sleeve with the jersey or something like that.
Yeah, I never associated the two-tone to a ship.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It does have that reminiscent of like, we're going to go drink beer and play softball kind of script to it, which I enjoy. And hopefully we'll get some softball, the old school 3/4 sleeve baseball jerseys.
I'm buying one. Yeah, he's wearing one right now.
Right now. So.
Yeah, he's rocking a Rebel Scum one. He's a Star Wars fan. He got a Rebel Scum one going on.
Yeah, I got my 3/4 branched out bottle.
Branching out.
Yeah, branching out bottle. I'm gonna see if I don't know if you ship to upstate New York, but that's my go-to place for my single craft cans. Branching out bottle up there. I don't know where they get their who their bigger distributor is, but
they're probably 12%. They're probably 12% beer project if they're up that way.
Maybe, I don't know.
You get a lot of Abomination and stuff up there, right?
Yeah.
You have to grab some Abomination. I'm trying to work something out for that one. Future update.
So
future shoe.
For the folks listening that is wondering where Richmond, California is.
Well, real quick, I seen Richmond on the can and stopped reading, and I was like, Virginia,
we're going. Yeah. This would be a little bit longer of a road trip. Think of the Oakland, San Francisco north is the San Pablo Bay, which is the Bay region, and they are north of San Francisco, Oakland, and that's where Richmond is. And you're only about an hour to Sonoma Valley wine country.
Less than that. With traffic, probably an hour. But you just cross over one bridge and you're right in Napa, Sonoma. In a heartbeat.
You got a lot going on in that area. You got obviously San Francisco and the tourism there, and then you've got whatever Oakland has to offer. I've never been out there, but then obviously you're a stone's throw. You can hit a golf ball into the wineries. Yeah. So it's an awesome area.
Awesome. Now, what was the first beer made out of this brewery? Like, what was the first one you guys put out?
We came out with basically the 4 beers you have there, plus the oatmeal stout were the first 4 beers that we produced. We don't do, I don't say we don't do a lot of experimentation, but we tend to be very focused on our core beers and our seasonal lineup. So until the tap room opens up again, that's kind of where our brewers play, and we try new things, but without people coming in the tap room and slinging back pints, it's kind of hard to do the test batches and get any feedback before we get it to a can.
Like Coach said, and remember the Titans. He goes, "Your playbook's too small." He says, "It's like Novocaine. You give it enough, put enough of it in, it's always going to work." Yeah, Bob, you have anything?
It's a complete shutdown for public access to the tap room. Without, little bit out of our ballpark here. And every place is doing different things as far as the Corona fallout.
Yeah.
That California-wide, or is that devolved to the counties, or what is California's situation with the bar rooms, restaurants, breweries with the response to COVID?
Sure. So in San Francisco, I think we are in our third complete lockdown, shutdown. So our tap room's closed. We're only allowed to do curbside service, so you can order beer through our website. We'll deliver it to you at the door, but we can't have the public coming into our facility right now. And then the times that we have been open, we've been mandated to serve food with every check, with every order. So you just can't come in and, grab a couple of beers and continue on your day. You have to order a food item. And they're also limiting the amount of time that you're allowed to spend at any given venue. It's been very, challenging and difficult for kind of all the breweries. There's just so many breweries out here that are really set up to be, that, brew pub or tap room only model of distribution. So there's been we're a member of the Bay Area Brewers Guild, and almost daily there's someone looking for 16-ounce bright cans or growler cans. It's just so they can keep their business moving and filled. We were fortunate enough that we were transitioning to pre-printed cans and had a large order placed with a can manufacturer, printers for us. We had to double our order. We had to do full truckloads of all our cans. But in hindsight, that's what's keeping us alive, is our ability to, I think we have enough cans to get us through 2021. And we'll be able to survive despite not having any kind of tap room opening. And it doesn't look like the tap room will be able to open for, we're guessing maybe by summer.
Yeah. What has the response been tapping into Shangy's and branching out to? I can only speak for Pennsylvania, but I'm sure you guys are branching out into other states. What has the response been so far? Kind of leaving the California area with distribution and getting out to other places.
Well, Pennsylvania was kind of unique. Shangy's came to us, and there seemed to be a shared philosophy or values or what we were looking for in a distributor. So it was kind of an easy sell for us. And Pennsylvania is the first state to have out-of-state distribution for us.
Far shot. That's a real far shot.
Yeah.
And then we are going to go into another state early this year. In the next 3 or 4 months, we're in the process of doing all the, layers and layers of paperwork involved with that. 2020 was a really tough year, and we thought, our forecast was double of the volume that we actually did. And that was because, we were hoping that, venues, restaurants and sports venues and bars were going to be open and we can continue and just expand our business. But, since we have cans, we've only been late with one delivery in the last year. So it's, we're doing everything we can just to make sure our beer is always available. And when we do get new distributors, we have no problem fulfilling that market.
Yeah. One of the biggest things for us we always look at is the sell by date or date
Or
created.
the can date it.
The can dates. So
These
having
are
that
very still fresh for coming across the country.
Yeah, very fresh.
Like November 12th.
Yeah.
Mainly, that's only with the IPAs. With November 11th. So
Yeah.
these are very, very. That one doesn't have one.
Yeah.
But these are very, very nice new cans. October 7th.
We appreciate when breweries do that, because as someone who relies heavily on distribution, we go and buy a beer and then we don't know how long it's been sitting on that shelf, and you know what I mean. And then we review it, and then it's like we give it a bad review, or we say we didn't enjoy it, and then we can't really go like, well, it's not really their fault. It sat on the shelf there for a while.
But also, I think a lot of that though is more with the hazies though. Like,
yeah.
I don't think I've ever found like a West Coast style or traditional IPA that's sat for a while that's deteriorated like a hazy does.
You brought up a real good West Coast IPA, and I'm not a huge fan because, correct me if I'm wrong, they're the bitter, dank.
No, the West Coast is
They're
more
like piney,
like piney, like
piney.
like you're drinking a Christmas tree.
Yes. Now we've had your IPA samples.
It doesn't have like
here.
Skittles and milk sugar in it.
Yeah. But these are not the piney, what I would call the West Coast IPAs.
Yeah.
These are the good IPAs. This is not the Dark Star IPA.
So real quick, we do a beer podcast, but we're not I don't want to say beer snobs, but we're
not like the
beer idiots.
What the hell's the word?
We don't brew. We don't know what goes into making beer. We're just blue collar people who
beer
work.
sommelier name.
Yeah, we're not
Italian
fancy.
sounding one.
We're just blue collar people who drink beer and say how we like it. That's literally that's why we're dressed up as, like, we don't take ourselves seriously. That's us as 80s hair metal members of a band. You know, and it's so yeah, the difference between the West Coast and the New England style is more or less what's like the Piney's taste more or less.
Cicerone.
Yeah.
Cicerone.
Yeah.
Not a
you're right. The West Coast tend to be piney, kind of more dank hops. You know, think of your classic C's, Cascade, Centennial. Oh, Jesus Christ! I just lost my train of thought there. My C hops. But yeah, kind of, old school C hops. I like to joke that Simcoe and Mosaic are the two most modern hops I use, and they're really not all that new. With the New England IPAs, you're getting a whole lot of haze, and they're really going after, tropical fruit or whatever the latest hop craze.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, they have all those adjuncts in it, like the rolled oats and shit for that haze and everything.
Don't get me wrong.
These are really good.
Galaxy, I run for it.
But I will say this. I will say this. I know the red lager for me was a little bit of a letdown. It's still a good beer, but I was expecting a little more taste out of it.
Really?
Yeah.
See,
I love it. I think it's really good.
I think it's my
do,
favorite.
It's my favorite
like,
of the bunch.
I
Posh, you better not be getting COVID.
No, maybe, but like I was expecting something more. I don't know why. I'm not saying it's a bad beer.
I would
Maybe
take this
it's a
over Yingling Lager any day of the week.
Really?
I like this a lot.
Yeah,
I think this is my favorite.
Favorite of the bunch.
This might be beer that, like, as soon as I taste something, this is beer of the night for me.
I was thinking more IPA though, but it's
But
not. It's a lager.
Yeah.
It's a lager, which is okay. So as a lager, it's really good.
We just
Well, there you go. Did you think it was an IPA?
No, I thought it was an IPA.
Oh, no.
So my apologies. I thought it was an IPA. It was a fucking IPA.
Yeah. Lager is a Vienna lager, so think of like Dos Equis. It's a very old school traditional style, and if it wasn't for breweries like Dos Equis and whatnot, it would probably be a lost style out there. It was one of the styles that German brewers brought with them and continue to brew, and it's excellent beer to pair with food.
Yeah, what's funny about this, so like this is more of what I think of a lot because we grew up on Yingling. This is the color of a Yingling lager. I mean, this is more of what I expect of a lager. Because I remember when I used to get like a lager that was like, let's say like a Budweiser type lager because it's clear and yellow, and I'm like, that's not a lager.
Yeah,
before I knew any better.
Yeah,
but this is more of the reference that growing up that I knew of a lager because of Yingling.
Yeah, if I see
and
lager,
I would take this any
color.
day over Yingling.
Yeah. I will say this.
Not there's anything wrong with Yingling, but
Yingling's obviously my number one lager. This is really high up there. The Warhorse Hazelton Hero is a great lager.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, my favorite time of the year is October. Those Oktoberfest come out.
No.
You mean July?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
July for the Oktoberfest.
Yeah,
exactly.
Those July Oktoberfests are really
Yeah, right.
If please, when you guys start doing your seasonal Oktoberfest, get them out here. We need them. Because if this is your wheelhouse, is these traditionals and these lagers and that Marzen, I I can't
Yeah, it's
wait
gotta
to
kill.
try.
It's
Here.
got to kill.
Yeah.
It's got to
Yeah.
be killer.
We do a fest beer. Last year it was number 6, I believe, in Beer Connoisseur's top 200 beer list for the year. It's I admit when we started brewing that 3 years ago, we were about 2 weeks too late for Oktoberfest, and people were like, "Why did you wait so long to release this?" And this year we rolled it up forward, and then for 2021, I think we'll have the beer ready mid-August, and that's just so we can allow for distribution to get it to all the places it needs to go in time for Oktoberfest. But it's been a really popular beer. We use a local maltster, Admiral Maltings, with that beer, and we're getting really the freshest malt we can possibly get going into that beer, and still being kind of very traditional kind of Oktoberfest beer.
I will say this: after having this pack, your Bow Pills and your Red Lager send to Pennsylvania.
I would buy a case of all 4 of these, honestly.
Yes, this whole lineup is fantastic. I think kudos to Shangy's for doing their research, trying these beers, because these are a great Pennsylvania R style type of beer implant. This is right up anyone's alley in this area. These are very well done. And I would be saying this even if you weren't live streaming with us. So thank you for also reaching out to us, commenting Instagram, and using the power of social media to set this up. I'm not sure who runs your Instagram account, but thank you. This was like, we can't go and do brewery interviews, so
especially in California.
Yes, and this really opens the door to us to try different breweries or talk to people. And I don't want to talk to a brewery if I can't drink their beers. So it just kind of it just fit together. It was kind of a weird. I was like,
kismet.
I was like, you can't believe. I said, here's the beers I got, and they're like, oh, cool. They look like all great styles. I'm like, yeah. And then I posted on Instagram that we bought it, and then you guys commented, and I was like, you want to join the show? Because now that we use StreamYard, we can do this easily. And it just all fit in. This is awesome.
So I want to touch on, and I don't want to keep you, but you had mentioned your Bow Pills was an award-winning beer in the Great American Beer Festival.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if a lot of our listeners, that's like me.
Huge.
That's like me winning. I don't know, Miss Schuylkill County or Mr. Schuylkill County. This is not some local. Here's your little blue ribbon that we cut off of a pillowcase and used Sharpie to give you. This is a premier event. This is no bullshit.
Yes.
So I've never been there. I got to put it on the bucket list, and hopefully we can in 2021.
Where's it usually held?
That's what I was going to ask. In Colorado.
Colorado.
It's in Colorado, and it's beer manufacturers from all over the world. Correct.
So it's, I want to say it's the first weekend of October, might be the last weekend of September, but it's right around there, held every year in Denver, Colorado. And when, as a festival participant, you're going to be able to sample, 400 different.
We would be smushed.
Not all of them.
No, and they run the festival, I want to say Friday through Sunday, and then they announce all the medal awards on Saturday morning. So they run a Friday night session, Saturday morning, Saturday night, and a Sunday. It is crazy event. And then after you get done with your sampler cup, going through this, ginormous conference center with breweries bringing their best crap with them. There are tons of local restaurants and bars and breweries doing special one-off events, and it's crazy fun. I try to get out there every year, and of course the year we win a medal is the year I don't get to go because.
I was just going to ask you, what is that experience like when you go up to that event, or even hearing about that event, and you put your work, your lifeblood into this, and you win an award on such a grand scale like that? What is the mind state going into that?
We need a bigger boat.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, we won a gold for Bow Pills at the Brewers Cup, which happens a few weeks before GABF. So we were kind of riding high off of that one, and you know, we don't. As a brewer, you know, we enter a lot of beers, and I'm really interested in the feedback. You know, you're getting kind of the best, you know, tongues, you know, the best tasters in the world evaluating your beer. And, you know, we take all that feedback to heart and try to make a better beer. And then when you get a text Saturday morning in line to get your iPhone broke, you know, because you broke it the night before or whatever, that you just won a medal, it's like, holy crap. And it's like, this is awesome. And it's like, oh crap, people are going to really want more of our beer. You know, we need to flip the switch on and get moving.
And
But
just to give the folks that tune in, that you had mentioned the Brewers Cup, and I'm just Googling here. It's the Brewers Cup is held in 2 locations in the country. The top 12 in each qualifying competition move on to Orange County, California.
Mhm.
And the winner of that one goes on to represent the United States in Australia, which is where it was held last year. I don't know if it goes different countries every year, but the Brewers Cup, if you win the Brewers Cup, you go on to represent the United States in the world competition. I guess do they have it by category styles of beer, or is it just everybody's lumped together and you're competing against hazies and pilsners and stouts and everything?
it's all by style.
All by style.
Yeah.
So yeah, you win a Brewers Cup, and these
Then you
aren't.
gotta defend
Yeah,
the
these aren't
Tokyo
local.
Dome in a steel cage match.
Yeah, these aren't local. Yeah, these aren't local awards that, you know, they give you a piece of paper certificate printed off of an HP printer or something like that. These are pretty significant awards.
And like once again, huge shout out to Shangy's. This award-winning beer and brewery is available in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
So if you are from PA and you're local, you can try these beers. Like you could literally drive to Monty City, probably even Minersville, and we contact with Bill there, or drive to Shangy's. This is in our area now.
Yeah,
like,
these are good beers. These are really good beers.
Yeah. And like I said, we're not beer snob. We're not the beer smarts of the world. We're not people who know exactly what we're talking about. Like I said, we're punch a time clock 40-hour worker slubs who just like drinking craft beer. But you guys are killing it. Like you guys are doing a great job. I'm happy you're in our area. I'm super thankful that you took time out of your day to do this with us. Does anyone have any last statements, questions, anything?
No, I appreciate you joining us, especially across the country.
We've got to do a beer. We got to do a beer.
Yeah, that's what we're going to get to right now.
But like, I would gladly have a case of all of these in my fridge. I would love to try your other styles. Hopefully, we can get them out our way sometime soon. I would love to try that oatmeal stout and the Russian Imperial.
Yeah, the stout's we got to get those out here. For me, so we usually go. I'm sorry, go ahead, Paul.
Go ahead. Russian Imperial should be hitting the store shelves soon. The one I'm really excited that I want to get out there is our pre-prohibition lager.
That sounds awesome.
I kind of view that as kind of my Yingling killer. You know, Coast and you know, Yingling is kind of a pre-prohibition style lager.
Yeah,
and Rolling Rock for that matter. So we use a heritage 6-row barley grown here in California for that one, and it's just I love that beer.
I would love to try that.
Please send us a message when that hits distribution in Pennsylvania area. We need to have that on the show, especially the stouts too. We want to try the whole lineup. Now, normally we do beer name of the night, can art of the night, and beer of the night. When it comes to can art, it's just a color. It's a different color scheme.
Yeah,
they're all the beer. They're all can art of the night.
Your favorite colors are going to win.
Yeah.
So
they're nicely. They're very nice and clean.
They're nice.
They're gonna grab your eye if you look at a shelf. So can art of the night, obviously, you guys, it's all of them. Beer name of the night. I think it fits your style. You're traditional. Like you're not gonna hit you with like your mom's backyard's boyfriend or whatever. Like a weird funny name. Yeah. It's just they're like I said, they're blue collar beers. They're gonna get you. I think the
I
whole
think some breweries
presentation-
worry more about the name of the beer than what's in the can.
Yeah, the presentation of this is just amazing.
Evil Genius.
Yeah, you kind of in the head. I'm more worried about what goes in the can and the silly
Yeah.
catchy name. I'm going to call it what it is. And
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
More worried about what goes in it. Than
the
what goes on it.
presentation's fantastic. You guys kill it there. The taste is where you want. So when it comes for me, we'll do first, second, third. Beer of the night for me. I know this is an award winner, but maybe it's a skook in me. I like the red lager. I'm going red lager for number 1.
I'll go next.
Go ahead.
I'm going with the red IPA.
The red IPA.
Yeah,
That roastiness got you, didn't it?
that red IPA is just. I could.
Bob goes red lager.
Well, I'm not gonna win, so red lager it is.
Yeah, number 1 for us. Number 1 for us is the red lager. Now the rule is here we can't vote for the same beer twice. Number 2 for me is the Bow Pills. Yeah,
Because that was my number 1.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, but I
Really?
love the Bow Pills.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't play that very well. I went first, and I ended up with red lager. But I can't vote for the red lager. I'll vote for the Bow Pills.
All right, so second place will be Bow Pills, number 2, and then it comes down to the gold IPA and the red. I'm going golden boy, the golden child.
And I can't vote for this one twice.
Yeah.
So that, but I mean,
You
Nothing-
can't go wrong with this 4-pack.
yeah.
No, you can't go
there's
wrong.
no there's no
Gold
losers
IPA.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, all of these beers are fantastic.
I'm slightly upset that the red
IPA
did
was
not
very good
place.
too.
It was very, very good.
They're all winners. So
They are very good.
What a
They are
lineup!
Very good.
Thank you so much, man. This was a blast. Is there anything else in closing you wanna ask us or you want to put out there or let the people know?
Thanks for having me, guys. Hopefully I can get out to the East Coast soon and love to hit some breweries or in tap rooms and places that we can maybe all get together and share a pint with.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Yeah, if you come out to the East Coast to visit, or if we come out to the West Coast, I'm definitely putting a pin in the map for your area, just because I want to explore that area and also explore, experience your brewery and stuff. This is
come on out. We'll do some live here, give you a tour, and get you introduced to the city of Richmond.
I love it. I love it so much. Thank you so much, Paul, for doing this. Thank you, East Brothers Brew. I keep saying East Bros because I think it's the Super Mario lover in me, the nerd. You could take that for an East Bros, where it's like a super, like the brothers. But anyway, fantastic. I can't stress this enough. Thank you so much to Shangy's. And then once I got your beers, then it all kind of worked out. Another beer podcast reached out to us that we're going to do the same way very soon.
Nice.
Fueled by Hops, which we've been helping them out with their joining their group, and they're doing a great job. Fueled by you guys were on Fueled by Hops podcast. So that's another PA brewery, and they're out of Pittsburgh.
Cool.
So you guys are hitting it pretty hard when it comes to the media and doing stuff here out in the Pennsylvania area. So, I can't stress enough, Shangy's, you guys, if this would have never happened if Shangy's didn't do their homework and research you guys and bring you guys out here. So kudos to
see if they
Shangy's.
have cases.
Yeah, like I said, Santa Monica City, you can get this 4-pack and just check out Shangy's. We'll try to get it in Minersville as well because we have connections there. We'll definitely spread the word. This is a great beer. It fits in perfectly with our area in Schuylkill County with just a blue collar beer. You can't go wrong. This 4-pack was fantastic.
And there's no Skittles in my IPA, so
they're not gonna hit you with marshmallow and Skittle, which I'm a fan of as well. But this is
but
sometimes it's too nut. It's too much.
This is our wheelhouse.
Step back to basics every once in a while.
This
There's nothing
is
wrong with that.
beautiful beers. Paul, thank you so much. If you guys want,
appreciate it.
please check out their websites below. Follow them on all social media. This has been fun, man. You're actually. We're really honored to have you as well as our test subject of finally trying out this conference to conference style interview. But I want to thank you once again, Paul, for doing this.
Any word on October for Colorado, the beer festival for 21?
I think it's all up in the air. I wouldn't be surprised if it's virtual.
Yeah.
I think everyone is really hesitant to start the ball rolling on these big festivals. Time will tell.
We'll see what the first 6 months of this year bring, I guess.
The vaccine and stuff. Yeah. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm a fan. I'll be ordering a T-shirt. Do you guys see if you guys have them on the website too? I don't know if you noticed our table. It's literally a 10-foot long table. You're still another couple feet you don't see here. It's completely sticker bombed. We have different different breweries and stickers and local business. I'll be ordering a T-shirt and a sticker, and we'll be slapping on the table here for you guys. But yeah, if you're in the Pennsylvania area, definitely check this brewery out. I'm a fan. I'll be going back to the cake stand to get more.
Yep.
Great job, Ben.
Right
and
on.
thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us. It's been a pleasure, and I love talking to my East Coast brethren and talking beer. So
Once the rest of the distribution comes out, this won't be the last. We'll definitely be reaching out again via social media, and when we get the stouts, we'll try to we'll giving you a call back and doing this again.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'll do it again. You guys are fun.
All right. Well, that'll do it for Bangin Beers podcast. We'll see you guys next time. We're out here.
Peace.
Take care.
Cheers.